In the dark of the night we rise again, a shogun and a raven unbroken, my friend. Gothic tales and truths collide, through the shadows we confide. Breaking chains, defying lies, through the asylum our voices rise. Pop culture's veil we tear apart, unfiltered minds, Gothic hearts. They try to silence, try to divide, but the shogun and raven will never hide. Critique and chaos we embrace, together we'll rewrite this space. Rise from the ashes of the past, our bonds unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name. For the lost, the silence, the shame. Through satire and wit we'll reclaim the game. From Yu-Gi-Oh to the Witcher's lore, we shatter illusions, demand something more. Dark and bold we draw the line, healing through laughter, Gothic design. Raven's words and the shogun's stance, together we fight a Gothic hearts dance. The S in the coat, with a mind like fire. Raven with the pen, lifting hearts higher. Discord's alive, the asylum grows. Our voices unite as the shadow flows. Final rise from the ashes of the past. Our bonds unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name. Remember the name. From the ashes of the past, our bonds unyielding will outlast. With the shogun to lead, the raven to soar, unstoppable voices forever roar. Step into the dark where the shadows gleam, Gothic therapy chasing dreams. Rise through the storm, we'll ignite the flame. The shogun and the raven, remember the name.
First of all, I want you two kids to know this is a safe space, okay? Feel free to express yourself. Don't be afraid. I sense there's an enabler here, but we'll get to that.
Bowser, I feel like he has to be on my list.
Because he is
He's Bowser.
bondage daddy sexy.
Bondage daddy, but also like
Good
literal
father.
daddy.
Yeah.
You heard her.
I'm not repeating that.
And now it's time for Everybody Loves Hypnotoad.
I hope you guys realize that your like little gay chair relationship thing has now bled over into other streams that I not only watch, but my own stream as well. Like people are demanding hypno chair, and I'm like, what the fuck is a hypno chair?
Dude, you need a chair. Yes.
I don't need a chair. That's the last thing I actually need. I will reiterate, I do not need a chair.
Well,
but the
hold
lore
on,
is
there's an easier clip that can explain this if I could find it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You have clips for this? No.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This is what I did.
Cheers to the sky, try so high, and right here, just size on the ceiling. The chair went to Mars, and now it's revealing.
Going off screen.
3 hours later.
There he is. Hypnotic.
So let me get this straight. Hold on.
Did your chair break?
So how do I say this? So you told Smash that his clip needs to be short, and you got like a 20-minute montage of fucking chairs.
Okay, that was literally just for our stream, and Smash hadn't seen it yet.
That's insane.
That was amazing.
Hey, it worked. People loved it.
Dude, that was amazing. That was amazing. I was cracking up.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty hardcore. I didn't realize the lore for the chair thing went that deep, but I guess yeah, now I understand.
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! Master does not like the way I eat muffins.
Okay, I'm sorry, but when I'm a normal person, you eat the muffin, you take bites, and you finish the muffin, and it has the wrapper, and you throw the wrapper out, and you're done. My wife eats it like in tiny little bites, and then bites the wrapper and like bites pieces off of like on the wrapper.
What's wrong with eating the scraps?
It looks weird.
But there's literally no one else there. It's just you and me at breakfast.
It annoys me. Like literally, she like will bite it off, but she'll do it like a little squirrel. Like, it's like, stop it.
I'm enjoying the muffin.
Enjoy it quietly.
My voice is now starting to hurt. Hold on, I have a trick for that.
Oh.
Ricola. Oh, better. What?
Never do that again.
Ricola. Did it even pick me up?
It did, unfortunately.
All right, listen up, you bunch of lost souls and weirdos. It's showtime. You want to survive in this world of pop culture chaos? Well, here's the secret. You got to hit that subscribe button over on Gothic Therapy's YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Do it or I'll come knocking, and trust me, you don't want me as a house guest. Don't be shy. Whack that button like you're slamming the door of your in-laws. And hey, hit the bell too, or I'll be haunting your dreams. Catch you on the other side, baby.
In the heart of chaos where agendas collide, master of the TDS and Raven stand side by side. Exploring the madness, we uncover the proof with sharp wit and insight. We're the voice of the truth. Welcome to Psycho-Synopsis, the dark side of the truth. Dive deep into the madness you cannot refute. Safe as in the asylum, come free your mind. Crazy or not, let us be your guide. Diving into the shadows where secrets reside. We'll tear down the facade of culture's villains can't hide. Wild theories and whispers in the dark. Join us on this journey, reignite the spark. So tune in and listen, let's spark the debate. With Master enlightening Raven, your salvation awaits.
Welcome, seekers of the asylum.
For those searching for salvation,
or embracing the insane,
you're in the right place. Hello, yes, we're back. Yes, we're fasting, and that's why we're early and bleh.
You went robotic for me slightly, but I don't know if that was a huge issue.
Who cares? The bike probably wouldn't have picked me up anyway.
No, you went during the intro part. But anyways, okay, let's address a couple things real quick. So, as you can probably tell, we have not fully eliminated the robot issue. We have not, okay? We have found a way that makes it more stable, and it probably reverted us back to how we were pre the issues we were having more recently.
Yeah, so it's not a perfect fix, but it's better than what we had before, so there will be less to complain about.
Yes, so that's a thing. We do have a plan, a longer-term plan to stabilize things going forward, which is a thing. Now, another thing my wife mentioned was that it is a fast day today, meaning that Raven and I have not eaten. We did wake up early to eat ahead of the time before the fast was...
before it started, and it started at sometime after, just a little after 4 a.m., so we got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so we're running on like fumes here. If to be fair,
no, we're running on literal fumes because something that some people don't understand about Jewish fast days is like other religions. You have a fast, you can still have some water. We can't even have that.
Yeah. So, but yes, that's a thing. But so that is going on as well. So we're running on kind of fumes here, but I'll be honest with you guys. If last week, if we were able to go if we had been able to go live last week, we would have skipped this week just because of how difficult it is to do this. But we decided if we're going to do it, we're going to do it earlier because you don't want to deal with us at that time. Plus, also the stream would still be going when we would be able to eat again. So I don't think you guys want to have an ASMR stream of us eating. So.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe some people do. I guess there are some weirdos out there.
I mean, you ate a waffle when you still did Twitch streams, and people stuck around for that.
That's a different thing. Okay, we're not talking about that. Okay, but here's something to keep in mind. You might notice, and it's possible you notice it already, because there is a change to things. You'll notice there's a thing called a tier tracker, which is a thing. And you may have noticed that when someone subscribed to us a couple minutes ago, a thing popped up on stream. That is because we are on a different platform. The idea was to use Talk Studio via Streamlabs instead, because it had more ability to customize and work through things in regards to streaming, and it didn't really work either. So
yeah, it will.
Yeah.
We won't be. We may not be able to see individual super chats live, though. Darling, it turns out I can, in fact, show comments on stream.
Oh, and it looks like
I just got a super chat and the thing didn't happen. Oh wait,
Yeah,
it did. I see it.
and
I
it's
can't see it.
highlighted in the chat.
I can't see it backstage. That's the thing.
And it highlighted in the chat, but for some reason the tier tracker is not working. Of course.
Of course it is. So Proctophile, you have not lost
No.
your job.
It's not working. Let me fix it. Hold on. I can fix it. Again, this is gonna be a trial and error stream. Don't expect our best, just because honestly, it's one of those days. So just keep that in mind.
Because we're fasting, so our brains are not all there.
So I mean, I guess it could be more interesting. We
Yeah.
also are live on Kick for the first time. Unfortunately, though, it would appear we are not live on Twitter, which I was concerned about. But
Well, does anyone who really still watches us live on Twitter?
not many people, but it has been a thing. So I do kind of like having us there. I'm just trying to figure out where. Okay, here we are. No, where is it? Tip goal. Let me double check. Let me reset. Did that fix it? Probably not.
I see.
Hopefully
nothing.
that fixed it. If not, it doesn't. But
Oh well.
yeah. But we're probably we may not.
Oh wait, there it is. There it is. Top of the screen.
Yes, that's not what I'm talking about, honey. The tier tracker's not working.
No, it is now. I see it now.
The tier tracker is not working.
The tier tracker is now showing at the top left of the screen. Oh,
Honey.
but I mean it's not.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to point out.
Okay.
Let me see if I can fix it. I'm again trial and error stream. I think we'll probably.
Yeah, honey, you're a shogun.
Oops.
Yeah, just think of this as an experiment. Because
I'm gonna hide myself while I deal with this because I'm gonna be hitting buttons that will make things happen.
Okay. You are all mine. I should probably start going through the chat. So, where do I start? Drevlock.
I'm here.
Not. Okay, I thought I would start doing some chats while you were doing that, and I failed. Sort of.
Yeah. I fixed the tier tracker. It seems to be working now. It will probably work going forward. But yeah, so just keep this in mind. We're on a different platform. It's going to be a bit buggy, might be a bit strange. I noticed there is still some roboting. We're going to deal with it as best we can. We're on Kick now. We might end up going back to Streamlabs, and then I'm thinking maybe instead of streaming on Odyssey, we just kind of upload our streams to Odyssey afterwards and stream to Kick instead, if it's better, because it might be able to like integrate better. But we'll see. We'll see.
Again, this is all one big experiment.
Yeah, and the tier tracker, I'm going to have to update it more. We'll keep in mind if Proctify, I know you're in the chat. If you could just, I know there's only been like a couple super chats, so if you could just tell us how much it is, I think it's like $14. We'll keep that in mind. So if the tier tracker fills up with, we'll add $14 to it, or I'll just add it to it or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so just trial and error. This is a different platform. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Kind of, we're kind of going with the flow. But other than that, we have a show. We do not have media or gaming therapy today. And the reason is because I'm lazy and also because we're tired and we just didn't want to do more.
We're fasting.
It's not working.
But still, 51 people in here on the YouTube end, even though
but
we're
the tier tracker
earlier.
is not working. The whole purpose of it was to make this easier on us, and it just doesn't want to work.
Oh, well.
Hold on. That annoys me. Give me a sec.
Oh, here we go.
Why are you not working?
Master gets like this all the time.
It annoys me when it does happen.
Yes, whenever something like this annoys
And there you go, went robotic for a minute.
Yeah, but anytime this kind of thing happens, you always like, I gotta fix it now.
Yes, it's annoying that it's not working. Oh.
What is it? Yes? Please share
Never
with
mind.
class.
I guess that's not the right thing to do. Okay, I have no idea. I might just turn it off because it's just not here. There. Proctify, I guess you still have your job for now. Apologies. Yeah, we're gonna get a move on because otherwise we'll stay here. We'll be here forever. So.
And we do not want to be here forever. We want to go back to bed.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a move on here. Let's get into these chats here. We do have a goal for today, honey. Do you want to mention what the goal is for today?
Yes, if we get 20 total super chats, well, 16 more super chats now. Master will tell you about why he no longer lets me use matches.
Yep, and there's a story behind that, and it's a funny story, so we'll get to it. But that's our story for today if we get that amount. Okay. Let's get a move on here. So we have Drevlock says, clocking in, be down in the Kick Lab again this week, and I already see he's in Kick. He's in there commenting. We have no one on the Odyssey side, so I don't know if it's even working. It looked like it was. What did you say?
I said, hi, Kick.
Okay. There's us. Ricardo Hang says, woke Nautica 2.
Oh, do we have things to say?
Great One is here, says diversity officer clonking in. As for your poll, I haven't seen the movie, but knowing what they did to Soup's biological parents pisses me off so much, if not more than Pa Kent and Man of Steel to be TBC. We're not going to give spoilers, but I have heard about what's going on with that kind of stuff.
I have not.
It's better you don't. But here we go. Here, since you asked for diversity.
It's the differences that make our world so rich, diverse, and wonderful.
I still hate you, though.
There you go. Got
One
your
thing
diversity.
I like about this streaming platform is that the clips don't cut out on themselves.
Yeah, but I mean, I honestly think that it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So we'll see. Griffin of Might says, hail to the Emperor and hail to the High Lord Devil, blah, blah, blah. Warhammer, blah, blah, blah.
Every Domino sucks!
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
We have come for you.
Okay. We got see, if you guys will notice at the top corner, we have it lets people know when they become members and stuff now. So that's a cool thing you can do. But again, we might not continue here. So just keep that in mind. Hope your fast is going well. Yes, it is.
So far. It might not.
White Kitsu says, I clocked in for the night shift. Hi from Britain. Hello, Britain.
Hi, Britain.
Spine Tricks Pressing says, saw it today. MCU in trouble for, I guess that's a response to the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Thunder Kids is clocking in. Master Raven early show again. I see. How's the fast going for you? Going to see Superman on Monday. Heard it was good, but James is a moron. What happened last week? I'm not done. He's got more, but we're going to move on. He keeps mentioning how he's going to draw Ironheart. But to answer your question, what happened last week is we had such bad internet connection that literally it was roboting us every other word, not just like once in a while. So it was literally impossible to stream because you wouldn't have understood a single word we were saying.
Yeah, even worse than our previous stream.
Like there's been some roboting in this stream, right? But it's
been
probably minimal.
Yes, it's been significantly better than it's been the last few weeks.
Yeah, last week was awful. It was so bad.
We tried recording. We tried even just doing a small recording, and it was the audio was completely unusable.
Yeah, so just to keep that in mind.
Screw
all right,
you, internet!
Chris Styles says, "Hi, Master Raven. Hope you're both well. Can't watch the live stream on my work night shift. Haha. But it's okay. It was either this or no stream, so take what you get."
And because we don't want YouTube to punish us, we have to stream.
What?
I don't know. I don't know why that popped into my head. I have a fast headache already. Leave me alone.
How would YouTube punish? I mean, I guess it would punish the channel, but speaking of that, there is a video coming out that will be coming out tomorrow that is about that, which we'll see if that seems to be getting some attention online, so we'll see where it goes from there. James says hello, everybody. Hello.
Hi.
The Mace is clocking in.
Hello.
Marmalade, it's good afternoon, everyone.
Hi.
Skyfire says, hello, all happy Sunday. What's so happy about it?
Meh. Fast days suck.
T-Jazz Art and Comics says, good afternoon, friends. Nice to see you all again. We're nice to be back.
Yep. Yeah.
Rosie6486 says, we're so back. We are.
Yes, we are. Hopefully for good.
Is Kicking Me happening today? It is. I can see you there. Drevlock's been supposing that we're going. I could go emoji Matt over here. And then Bad Kitty's the tier tracker. So, yeah. Okay. Andrew Campos says, clocking into the night shift, greeting fellow asylum seekers.
Hi.
Yes, third door on the left for any new people. And if it's not the third door on the left and that you fall into the pit of despair, it wasn't my fault.
I'm not the one who dug that pit.
It could be therapeutic, maybe. I don't know. We could fill it up. It's a despair pit. It's a pool of despair. So it has therapeutic uses.
Can we fill it up with blood?
No.
Aww. Why can't we sacrifice our inmates?
Because that's not what we do.
Fine. Can we sacrifice our enemies? Meow.
Knock it off.
No, I don't wanna. Hee hee hee. I regret nothing.
Are you done now?
No. I'm sorry.
One more
my
for good
head
measure.
hurts. Sorry,
Well,
my head hurts.
And you know how I feel every day. Hold on.
Where were we?
It's hard. We're probably just going to move back to StreamYards because this is annoying.
But I love the things that pop up on the screen.
I know we can figure out maybe some way to do that without having you do this, but like
Yeah,
I
let's
can't
smash
do the
how
chat.
we
Every time I go to video and do a clip, it puts me back at the beginning of the chat for some reason.
Oh, that sucks.
Or at the end of the chat. So Deku clocking into the afternoon shift. Yes, it's just for this week. We're going to be back to normal afterwards. Void Saint says, hi, all clocking in. Happy to see you guys back. We're happy to be back.
Mm-hmm.
Melkor says, glad Psycho-Synopsis is back from the dead. Whatever.
Blood for the blood, God skulls for the skull throne, plushies for the plush throne.
Okay. Paladin Nemesis, remember, nobody commands, etc., don't serves. I have no idea what that means.
Nor do I.
Let's see. Asian Swordmaster said early show today, and I think he also said he'll be lurking with family. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We have to do it this way. So for this week, just because we could have streamed later. The issue is we would have not eaten the entire day, and I really don't think you want us then.
Yeah, not to mention that sometimes we will get serious headaches from having no food or water for the whole day. And it would not be fun for us. We would not enjoy the stream if that were so.
Istophobos says Superman is an ungood movie. I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't know if we will. Will we?
Not really. I wasn't interested before, and I'm not interested now.
Yeah.
Youngblood Ray 95 says clocked in for ready for spookiness.
Yay, spooky!
For Spamalot says pickles. I don't know why.
Don't mock me with food right now.
Now everyone's gonna do that. You know that, right? 3M5000 says hey.
Hello.
The Proctophile says 15K chair stream could be fun. We have to even do the 15K stream, which we'll try to do. We'll probably end up moving back to StreamYards and probably again, I think the idea might be moving back to StreamYards and then doing streaming to Kick instead because it integrates it into the chat and then uploading our videos to Odyssey.
But also part of why the reason we moved to streams directly to Streamlabs was because even StreamYards was having us robotic, and we're barely robotic now.
I know, but I'm saying that maybe we can always test it. We'll see. I'll hail the Hypno Chair. Hypnotic's never going to get away from that. Yep. He's probably lurking, or he's not. I have no idea what he does. Jeff Wee, 38 says, hi, how are you? We're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Spamalot says, bots, I tell ya. Plushies for Raven, whatever.
Actually, I did recently get a new one. I finally have my black cat plushie!
Yay.
What? You said I could get it for our anniversary. I got it for our anniversary. It's this little super soft black kitten, 8 inches long. It's adorable, and now it's sitting on top of my death snake.
Did you not hear my enthusiastic yay? That was totally not sarcastic.
Honey, I got you for our anniversary the all-in-one Death Note.
Yeah. What's your point?
We both got something we wanted?
Yes. You have a plushie shelf that has no more room and you keep finding room for more plushies.
Yeah, that's the point.
We have plenty of bookshelf space. Anyways, what's this fast season called and what does it reference? It's, Honey, do you want to take this one? I can't remember.
The Shivasar Tammuz, 17th of the month of Tammuz, is the start of the 3 weeks, which is basically a mini Sphera, which is the 3 weeks leading up to Tisha B'Av, which is the commemoration of the destruction of the Holy Temple 2,000 years ago.
Let's see.
So, in 3 weeks from now, we will be fasting for a full 25 hours, kind of like on Yom Kippur.
Brimstone says, okay, who gave Writing Raven more caffeine outside her allotment?
I haven't had any caffeine today. I didn't even have coffee. Master had coffee at 3:30 a.m. Not I.
Was a bad move on my part, but Lord Dragoneel says, hi, everyone. Trying to get through these as quick as we can. Let me see. Nate Huseman says, fasting is good for your stem cells. Sure.
I wouldn't know. We just do this because it's a religious commandment.
Stem cells are not very pleased right now.
Nor my brain.
Link says, all of Western North America has been having unstable internet for months now. I did not know that.
Nor did
I. A lot of sense.
Huh. I guess that would explain a lot.
Someone else for our problems. Woohoo!
Yahoo! Yay, it's not our fault. Screw you,
it's
internet.
Everybody else's fault.
Screw you, internet.
Servant of God 777 says, clocking in, what crazy is up this week? We got some good stuff to cover.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the icons popping up at the top. I like that. We'll maybe see about figuring out a way to keep that.
I want to keep that.
Easy Big Oven 420 says, fire cleanses all.
Not in this case.
Your local gotcha tuber says, hi, all peeps.
Sup?
Wow, Stream Elements bot is actually here for once.
Oh, we are. Oh, yeah. Huh. Interesting.
Barry Stroud says, Pit of Despair. Is there a gift shop? Well,
yeah,
it's called the Gift Shop of Despair. So, yeah.
No, it's called the Little Shop of Horrors.
No, you go in and magically you're
Come on. No. Come on. That was good.
No,
that was good.
No, you're ruining my joke. You're ruining my joke. You're ruining my joke. You're ruining my joke. My joke's better.
No, I thought mine was good.
I was saying it's the gift shop of despair because you go into the gift shop and then you despair because as you leave, your wallet is lighter.
Why can't we call it the Little Shop of Horrors? Is that because it's copyrighted?
Because it would be very weird to have a little shop of horrors inside of an asylum.
But we're all about horrors.
That doesn't work, honey. Sorry.
I wanted to make a cool reference and it failed.
We have a pit of despair. Shush. Grim Soul Taker says, I'm here to take everyone's soul. Well, too late. We don't have any left. We're out. We're out this week. We have a shortage in the cafeteria. The Dark Other says, hello, you two. Hello.
What's up?
I think we're almost through. Escape Box says, good evening, holy couple, lurking from the shadows as usual.
Hello, Mr. Box.
And he says to like the stream. We're trying to get through these as quick as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Raven's joke was better. No, it wasn't.
Someone's on my side.
No, I'm right, and everybody else. Sorry, I'm right, except for the times that I'm wrong, which I'm not.
Yes, in our marriage, the husband is always right. I know.
Can I like? I auto scroll as it. I hate this. I want to go back to StreamYards. I hate StreamYards also, but it's better than this. We're gonna have to start doing super chats as we go through the chat because otherwise I'm gonna have to scroll all the way back up and it's just not gonna work. So here we go. We get the super chats. $2 from the Proctor file. You can read it, honey.
Okay, from the Proctor file for $2. Ayo, testing. Does this robot work?
No.
Proctor file for another $2. Suck it, AI. You can't have my job just yet. Haha. Skyfire for 10. Nice to see you two. We missed you last week. We also missed being here last week.
It was annoying because we had everything set up for it and it was all ready to go, and it was just the internet just didn't want to cooperate.
It was unusable. We couldn't do it.
We would have tried, but you would have not been able to understand a single word that we're saying. So
not at all. So this is significantly better than what would have been last week. Proctor file for another
and there's still some roboting, but it's less.
Way less. Proctor file for another $2. Testing for the plushie fund. Plushie fund.
Sure, whatever. I'm just not in the mood to argue.
Marmalade for 2. Plushies for the plush throne.
Now someone needs to make an image of Raven like sitting on a big like chair and like a mountain of plushies, and just have it say "plushies for the plushie throne."
Do it. Somebody please do it. Do it right now. I sent it to me.
Just on top of a giant pile of plushies, just the chair with her on it, like sitting like with her legs, kicking her legs up, and it's like plushies for the plushie throne.
Oh, that would make me so happy. Someone please do it. Please. James for $2. What's up, Dr. Disaster? Is he here?
I don't think he's here, so I'm a little confused.
I mean, he's covered us before, but we are not Dr. Disaster, if there is any confusion.
If you're asking whether or not I'm Dr. Disaster, the answer is no.
Yeah. Proctor file for another $2. If Raven gets plushies, what does Master want?
I don't really know.
The next super chat answers that. Buddhist for 2. Yu-Gi-Oh cards. What else?
Just don't give me pendulums or link monsters. They suck.
Yes, they do. They ruin the game. Baked Buddhist for 5. Every hospital has a gift shop. Little gift shop of horrors?
That would work better. It's just saying that we calling our gift shop the little shop of horrors, which is it doesn't work because we're in another building. This works. We will take it under management. Will take it under consideration.
You are the management.
Uh-oh. What did you post and why do I not want to see it?
I'll go find out. Which section?
Oh. Made you a dragon.
I love dragons!
I'm not showing it.
Hold on. So White Kitsu joined our server. I gotta take care of that.
Okay. But it's got another one to read. No?
I see it.
Poke.
Cesario JPN for 5. For the abandoned haunted mouse. Sorry, my brain is not with me. For the abandoned haunted house move-in fund, or abandoned church, or hospital, or mortuary, funeral home, whatever. Do we have an abandoned shul?
I don't know. I do notice that we get members notifications popping up, and we don't see them here. Yeah, we're moving back to StreamYards. This is annoying.
I am a plushie.
Yeah,
I am a plushy dragon who loves chocolate. That is hilarious.
I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out any members, and then we'll move on to the first topic. I apologize for anybody here who's annoyed about we're not getting there. It's not. As I said, it's trial and error. We're on a different platform.
Yeah. This is literally an experiment stream. Because we just wanted to stop roboting.
Tagged us on YouTube for what?
Did you cover us in something or something?
I don't know. Maybe. Okay, let me see if I can figure out. We have the Mace for member for 19 months. Wait.
Ah, yes.
For StreamYards, but this one here is not great. But boo, am I bad for booing with the bad kitty?
Meow.
I don't know, maybe. Let's see who else. There was Servant of God has been a member for 8 months. Riri is screwed by Iron Man movies writing. Yep. Can't deny that.
Nope.
I think that's it. Okay, I think that's it.
Good.
But yeah, we're gonna have to move back to StreamYards after this because this is annoying already. I hate it. I mentioned I hate it.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make clear. But yeah, so we're gonna get a move on. We got all the stuff out of the way. As I said, we do not have media or game therapy, so we're just gonna jump into the different topics. But the first topic is one that's kind of near and dear to my heart, I guess, because I really feel very strongly about the first game in the series, and what's going on with it right now makes me very sad because I really don't like seeing. I don't like seeing what's happening here. So we'll get into it in a minute. Okay. I'm noticing that we're not getting all the chats.
Yeah. Are we only getting the YouTube chats or?
No, I noticed.
Or are they delayed?
Kick has some chats. Nothing's going on in Odyssey. I don't even know if it's running. Okay. But let's move on to our first topic. I got to find... Yeah, I want to move back to StreamYards. I think we're going to do that because I hate it.
Meow. I'm going to miss the pop-up Draculas, though.
We can figure out a way to do it on our end, maybe like in our browser window or whatever, which would be a thing. We can probably do it on an overlay like in our little windows themselves, just not on the actual stream. Just fine. We'll figure it out, okay? But I can't do this. It's so annoying.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
No, let's do it.
Subnautica 2's founders dragged out of view.
While Crafton sets the narrative askew.
A bonus once promised, now lost at sea.
In courts of law, the truth will be set free. This is one crazy situation.
Yeah, it's... So, for all of you who do not know about the game, there is a very popular survival game called Subnautica. Now, it did have a sequel, which was not as popular, but Subnautica, the original game, was in early access for a while. It had some really, really great stuff that it was doing, and it's still doing, even to this day. But they announced that we would be having a Subnautica 2, which made people excited because it was going to be multiplayer. Except recently, what ended up happening was, out of nowhere, Krafton, which is the company that bought Unknown Worlds,
Which is the company.
announced.
Unknown Worlds is the company that created Subnautica.
You got cut off.
And Unknown Worlds is the studio that developed Subnautica.
Yes. And so basically what ended up happening is they fired all of the leadership, the original 3 people who founded Unknown Worlds, and they replaced it with somebody else. That made people concerned, obviously. But it became more concerning when certain pieces of information started to come out. And basically the information that came out was that the reason Krafton had fired all the original 3 founders of Unknown Worlds and delayed the game to 2026 was so that the devs wouldn't receive a bonus of $250 million, which they were promised if they would reach a certain amount of money before the close of 2025.
And which the developers were intending to distribute through to the entire team.
Yes. But that obviously didn't happen, and obviously Krafton came out to try and dissuade this. However, Charlie Cleveland, one of the 3 heads that we mentioned, came out with a couple statements, and one of which was denying that they were going to give away the money or whatever, because Krafton was claiming that the leadership change was driven by project abandonment, that they had abandoned their responsibilities. However, there's been a couple of things that tell us otherwise. One is what Charlie Cleveland said here, which we will get to in a minute. But the other is 2 leaked slides from a show, which again come from a somewhat credible source. I can't say for certain. That basically shows that Krafton didn't seem to really know what they wanted for Subnautica 2. And so what ended up happening was they kept trying to lower the scope because it seemed like maybe they couldn't actually complete the project in time, right? But they also were saying kind of like, hey, we can't complete the project in time, so we're going to lower it, but we're also going to change things. So as it started off with like all this stuff, and they said, oh, okay, fine, we'll reduce it to 3, but then we're going to add this and this and this. So long story short, it's hard to see for certain in the documents that they've given us. But it seems like that the Krafton was shrinking the scope, but then also was adding things to it and saying that they kept missing the goals. But the thing is, shrinking the scope is going to help if they're missing the scope. But if you're adding new things to the project, like changing it in development, especially when things are already done, like you're basically telling them to scrap a ton of work and then start over, which is incredibly not okay.
What he said. Plus, Master figured pretty early on that there was something shady going on here, especially because you said the original story for Below Zero got changed halfway through.
Correct. Now, I'll be honest, I was not like when I'm going to use the word involved because I don't think it's a better word, but I was not involved. I played the first early access of Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, and I was very much.
And we're talking very early access for Subnautica 1.
We're talking before the prawn suit even had any like you could spawn the prawn suit in game with dev codes, but it was a bunch of like hexagrams, and it wasn't even like it didn't even have like an image. So I played it quite a while before, back when the terraformer was still in the game and whatever. But what's changed all of this recently is Charlie Cleveland, as we said, one of the founders of Unknown Worlds, which created Subnautica, came out with a statement against what Krafton is saying. Now, honey, we have this statement here. Would you like to read it?
I would, yes. He says, "Hello, everyone. It continues to be an explosive and surreal time for the Subnautica team and community. None of this is what we wanted, but we truly appreciate the amazing support we've gotten from everyone. It means a lot to us, especially now. As I wrote last week, we know in our souls that the game is ready for early access. That's just how we roll. And we'd like nothing more than for you to play it. Game devs live for this. But it's not currently under our control. We've now filed a lawsuit against Krafton. The details should eventually become at least mostly public. You all deserve the full story. Suing a multi-billion-dollar company in a painful, public, and possibly protracted way was certainly not on my bucket list, but it needs to be made right. Subnautica has been my life's work, and I would never willingly abandon it or the amazing team that has poured their hearts into it. As for the earnout, the idea that Max, Ted, and I wanted to keep it all for ourselves is totally untrue. I'm in this industry because I love it, not for riches. Historically, we've always shared our profits with the team and did the same when we sold the studio. You can be damned sure we will continue with the earnout bonus as well. They deserve it for all their incredible work trying to get this great game into your hands. Stay tuned, Charlie.
So, long story short, we don't know 100% what's been going on behind the scenes. It seems like Crafton was messing with things and didn't know what they wanted from Subnautica, but regardless, the original founders of Unknown Worlds are suing Crafton because there's clearly something going on. And if you want my opinion, based on what we know and based on my past experiences, and there are people out there saying otherwise, and I will address some of those arguments in a minute. But for my opinion, I believe that what's happening here is that Crafton is to blame. That's what I believe. And it seems like the majority of Subnautica fans agree with me as well. However, there are some things people are pointing out that are saying kind of makes that they have a right to point out that are kind of saying certain things about, hey, you know, this person, Subnautica Below Zero was a piece of garbage. It was woke trash. You know, the character models were woke trash. The people involved are, you know, very pro DEI. I'm gonna kind of step in here and disprove a couple of these things one by one.
Go.
If that's all right. Is that all right?
Oh yeah, that's totally fine. I figured you were gonna do it anyway.
Number one, the character models being not appealing. I want to make very, very clear that is anybody who brings that up, you're allowed to not like the design of the characters. That's fine. But if you're going to say that they went pro DEI because the characters of women aren't attractive in the trailers for Subnautica 2, I'm going to tell you straight up that's a complete nothing burger. And the reason is because the main character in the first game, named Riley, is a guy who I literally like.
Well, for one, his animation is very ugly. It's probably why it's a first-person game.
Yeah. So, it's very ugly. He's got a mohawk, whatever. Clearly, they've stayed along those character models. Now, could you argue that they could have done better? Yeah, they could have.
But because it was probably intended as a first-person game, they weren't really taking that into consideration.
Yes, and you got to take into consideration that that's been their art style from the get-go, okay? So that is not a valid argument to make. You can say you don't like the characters, but you can't say they went woke because they didn't, and it's always been the character style they've had since the very beginning. So
Indeed.
That's not a argument. You can't use that. You can not like it, but you can't use it as a point.
And what is the next thing?
Next thing is the development people involved being woke or whatever, or all this stuff. I'm going to say this, okay? As someone who's been around in a while, involved in the Subnautica community in a minor capacity, again, I'm not saying like I was involved with the devs or ever spoke with them, whatever. I will tell you this. Is Below Zero as good as Subnautica 1? No,
Hell
it's not.
Not by a long shot.
There is a reason why it is not bad, and I'm going to why it is bad, and I'm going to explain it. It is not because it's got voice lines or they went pro DEI. The main reason was, and you would know this if you were around long enough, what happened with Subnautica that made it so unique was that they had a board on Trello, and they actually would update it as they worked, and you could view it live. Now, you couldn't interact with it, but you could view them live. So you'd see, oh, bug, assigned blah to bug. You could literally watch them in real time. And I remember when I was younger, going on there and being so fascinated by being able to see that they would literally be responding to fan criticism and whatever in real time. In real time.
That has always been the Unknown Worlds model in terms of creator-customer relations.
Correct. However, Subnautica Below Zero was not supposed to be a standalone game. This is something people forget. Subnautica Below Zero was originally conceptualized as a DLC. And when I say that and you think about the game Below Zero, to anybody who's played it, you will recognize that, yeah, that's basically what it is. It's a DLC. It was a DLC.
It's a DLC that they decided to turn into a standalone game.
And that was one of their biggest problems. The story changed multiple times during development. They had other stuff going on that wasn't great. However, it was conceived as a DLC. And for the longest time before they announced it, on their Trello map, they actually had a document talking about potential ideas for Below Zero. And they didn't have it named that, but they was mentioned as a DLC. That was what the plan was. So they never really had the story, and they didn't give it the same polish as Subnautica 1, and it was not as good because it was never conceived with something as much meat on the bones. So that is a thing.
And that's why Below Zero, when you swim through the entire world, why a lot of parts of it feel so empty. It's because they made it bigger than it was intended.
Yes, and so that's something to keep in mind, and I want to make that clear that could someone say that there are certain things that the people involved have said that are woke or whatever, or they're pro DEI? I guess, but here's the thing. It's not about that. What's about it is you can have whatever opinions you want. The important part is make a good game. And it does seem like that's what they're trying to do here. And from what we've seen of Subnautica 2, it looks good. It looks good.
It does.
However, I would advise, and I really hate doing this, don't buy the game.
Man, Master does not do such things lightly.
I normally do not come straight out and say that don't buy the game. Don't buy the game when it comes out. Not until we know what's going on here, because I could argue and say that I think the devs are in the right, but I could be completely 100% wrong, and I'm willing to admit that if that becomes the case. However, it doesn't look like Crafton is being favored here. That image you'll see of "Do not buy Subnautica 2" is a post that was on the Subnautica 2 Reddit that has over 40,000 upvotes. So we're not alone by saying this. And again, I think that if you have it wish listed or you have whatever, I would suggest, and again, I'm suggesting undoing that. If you want to buy it and you don't care, it's totally your objective. I would say we need to make it clear, and this is not just about Subnautica, this is about games in general. We need to make it clear to these companies that if Crafton is the one behind this, which again is still an if, but it seems like that might be the case, if they are behind it, then we need to let them know they can't get away with this. It's not okay. You don't get rewarded for treating the original development team not nice. Now, if it turns out that that's not the case, I'll obviously retract what I'm saying here. But for now, I think I'm not going to buy Subnautica 2. And I'm a huge fan of Subnautica. And you know what? I have both games, and I've beaten Subnautica, the first one, multiple times. Below Zero, I'm not interested in. I've tried it. I can't get into it.
Yeah, not to mention that the sea truck is no replacement for the Cyclops.
It's awful.
The sea truck sucks.
But we'll have to wait and see what comes out of this. I think this will be something that we'll be reporting on for quite some time. So I would suggest we don't want to reward developers for cutting out the original talent if that was what happened here. If it's not what happened here, obviously we will change our opinions. But for now, I'm adopting a wait and see perspective. And I just think at this point that there's enough here that it looks like that Crafton was pushing for things that shouldn't have been the case. And it looks like the Subnautica team was planning to do what they did with the original. And I wish we could have seen that. And, you know, when it comes out in early access, I won't be tempted to buy it, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to buy it because I don't want to support this until I know more. That's what I'm suggesting here. So there's a lot going on. In my opinion, it looks like the development team, the heads, were the ones that got the short end of the stick here.
Yeah.
But that's an opinion, and opinions can change. But it looks like that's what's going on here. If that turns out to be false, I will own that. But for now, I would say take a wait and see. If you have it wish listed, unwish list it. Just because we're not trying to hurt people who are still involved with the game, whatever. It's just unwish listing it makes it that it doesn't show up as like the top wish list item on Steam. And it would definitely send a message to anybody who's doing any of this kind of stuff that gamers are noticing, and it's not okay to treat people like this.
What he said. Place to stop?
Yeah, I'm really disappointed with this one, guys. I gotta be honest. I really, really, really was looking forward to this game, and it looks good, and I really want to praise it. I really do. I can't praise
really,
it.
yeah, the trailer really does look amazing. But unfortunately, things are happening behind the scenes that are very, very sketchy.
Yeah, let's see. I think we got some super chats.
Cesario for 2. Venture capital ruins more good things. Parentheses Subnautica. The mace for 5. So let me see if I've got this straight. Like my straitjacket. Do not buy Subnautica 2. Seems like that is what you all saying. Not a gamer anyway.
Again,
we're saying don't buy it yet. Wait to see it for more information.
I'm saying if you want to buy it and that's what you want to do, you're allowed to buy it. You're allowed to like it. I personally am going to wait and see because I think that regardless of what the personal opinions of the development team and regardless of their past games, they have done enough and they've given enough goodwill to the fans for the most part that I think they deserve to be able to speak. And until I hear them speak and until I hear more about this, I'm not going to reward it purely because I think that they deserve it with the first game. The first game was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They did a good job with it. Second game was not as good. I will own that, and I will recognize that. As I said, I have not finished Below Zero, and there's a reason. It's because it's not good. Pure point blank, not good. It's an okay game, but it is a DLC that was stretched into a full game, and it is never meant to be that.
It should have stayed a DLC.
Correct. Everybody seems to have the same opinion, and we have please like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell. Thank you. We'll do that. Hang on 1 second. We'll do the reminder for that.
And in the Master of Ceremonies?
I'm doing it.
What do you think of this? You like it?
Do it. Do it.
Yep. So that's that. That was that topic. Again, I'm gonna make this very clear, honey. I've decided I hate the Talk Studio. We're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, okay.
It
definitely seems a lot more complicated than we thought.
It's not fun. I can't see the people who are becoming members, having the things pop up is nice, but otherwise it doesn't be doing like the couple things that we wanted this to do don't actually work. So,
wow, damn it.
If the Proctophile's in the chat, how are we doing on?
How are we doing?
Yet?
How are we doing money wise?
I did forget to mention that there is a new tier 2 video.
If you guys want to see it, help us hit the tier.
Yep. But okay, I think we're gonna move on to our next topic. And kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Get that ready. Alrighty. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. Grace Randolph praised Superman's flight.
But bots repeated her words all night.
So many marketing blunders, but the movie seems all right.
Dividing the fans, but still stealing the spotlight.
Yeah. So, this is an interesting one. So
Quite.
I'm going to come out straight and say this. We haven't seen Superman.
No, we haven't. And honestly, neither of us really have an interest in going to see it either.
Yeah, we don't really have an interest in seeing Superman, and it's not because we think it's woke or anything like that. It's just more like I just don't care. But what I do care about is, again, it seems a lot of people are very divided on this, but the thing I found interesting, which we're going to discuss, is, as people know, I'm known for finding bots on social media. And I was cued into something going on that was very strange. What we had going on was Grace Randolph, a known reviewer of things, kind of a meme reviewer, I would say, more than anything else. Yeah. She posted about her Superman and what she thought about it. She posted, this is the best. You want to read it, honey?
Sure. This is the best Superman movie to date. I don't know why I'm saying it like that way, but it's fun.
Why are you Mickey Mouse?
I thought I was Miss Fowl. I was trying to do a mocking Grace Randolph voice, and I guess I failed.
Yeah, you sounded like Mickey.
This is the best Superman movie to date. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for itself, it's incredible. It's not perfect, but darn close, and made me a believer in Gunn's DC. Review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. Eastern, and plenty more DC videos coming.
Yeah, and then the official Superman account replied to Grace Randolph and said, "We love your Superman post comment. Would love to include some or all of your content in our marketing promotions. Please respond back yes if you authorize this. Thank you."
To which she said yes with popcorn. And lo and behold, following that, tons and tons of bots started copying and pasting her own words.
And if you look
to the letter,
super blatant. There might be a couple emojis missing from some of them and some added, but look at those posts and tell me it's not the exact same words. Let's see. Faisal Khan says, "This is the best #Superman movie to date. When James Gunn gets out of the way and lets his work speak for itself, it's incredible. Review embargo lifts today at 3 p.m. East, and plenty more DC videos coming."
Sigh. It's literally, you can see it for yourself. It's literally copied and pasted every single time. It's word for word.
Exactly. And there were more than this. This was all I could fit on here. But look at this. It is the exact same word for word.
It doesn't get more obvious than that.
Like, come on. This is ridiculous. Now, do I think Grace Randolph is secretly in on it? No.
Definitely not.
Do I think that it looks bad?
Yes.
For them?
Quite.
When it's Grace makes a post, the official account asks to use it for marketing, and then a bunch of accounts start parroting it.
Yeah, that's not a very good look at all.
Now, I'm not saying Warner Brothers is directly involved, and as I said, I can't prove that, and I'm not going to try to prove it. But I will look at it and go, doesn't look very good. If I was Warner Brothers right now, I would be a bit upset.
And the only reason we're covering this angle of Superman is because literally no one else has.
Yep. So we wanted to cover this because it seems interesting. And again, it's something I've known for, finding. And so I wanted to share it with everybody. But again, it's interesting to say the least. I've found bots praising things before, but to find like the actual post that they're parroting, and that the official Superman account replied to it, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't.
And literally asked for permission. And she gave her consent.
And it could be something completely unrelated or just happenstance. There are bots on Twitter that do this kind of stuff, so it's not completely out of the ordinary. However, it just seems like it's kind of hard to say it's not.
Yeah, it is very suspicious.
Yeah. So I'm going to say that it looks bad, and it would be something that I would be concerned about if I were Warner Brothers. So
Quite. I would be cracking down on that as soon as I found out.
yeah, because again, we're not weighing in on the Superman debate. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad, some people say it's not woke, some people say it is woke. I don't know what it is, and quite frankly, I don't really care enough to find out. But I will say that this doesn't look good. The optics on this doesn't look good, and it's funny because the optics around this movie have not been good. That is just factual. The things that James Gunn has been saying and people around it have been saying, especially what's his name, Malkin, that guy who always asks whether or not things are the gayest.
You mean that guy who's literally part of a
Mark
psyop?
Malkin, yes. Is this the gayest Superman ever?
There's no way that guy is real. It's got to be a psyop.
Yeah, he is real, and Variety loves him because he does this kind of stuff. But he came out and was saying how MAGA's mad about this. You made him an immigrant, whatever. It's like does nothing. The optics around this have been terrible. We're not getting involved into the actual movie or not, but we're saying the optics around this movie have been terrible, and these bots clearly do not add positively to those very same optics.
No, they do not. Well, that was a short one.
There wasn't really much to say.
True.
And let me do that. Yeah, I can't change it outside of stream. So yeah, we're moving back to StreamYards after this. I hate this.
Oh well,
honey.
Hmm?
Is it really that big of a deal that it doesn't have the notifications at the side?
No, but we thought that StreamYards was also making us more robotic. I worried about going back to that.
I understand that, honey, but we could try it. Look, we might end up going back to there, or we might end up working this out, or we might end up finding a different platform altogether. We'll figure it out. The point being is I'd prefer StreamYards, and if what we've done has made our signal stable enough that it's not a problem on StreamYards, then I'd like to go back there.
Oh, yeah, fair point. Also, my head hurts.
Yeah, I got it, honey. We're almost done.
I know.
Did we get any super chats during that? I don't believe so.
No, we did not.
They despair, and Lex Luthor using monkeys to disparage Superman, and there's bots doing. Yeah, the irony is not lost on us. No offense, guys. We're gonna kind of plow through the next topic because we're clearly not gonna make tier 1 or tier 2, which is okay. That's fine. I will play a clip just in case people are incentivized, and then we'll kind of just move on because we both have not eaten, and this is
we have not eaten since 3:30 a.m. We are hungry. We are tired. This fast doesn't end for another 5.5 hours. We are suffering.
Grift harder. We don't see. I'm not good at grifting. I've never have been.
I am. Please give us money.
That's not grifting, but okay.
Oh, it's not? Then what is?
No. Here, let me find here. Fine. You want something for this? Here we go.
That's the stuffings out of those ugly old piggybacks they are! Come on, kids, give me all your money. It's for a good cause. Me! Come on.
And we just got 2 super chats. Hopefully they'll pop up in that chat over there.
Yep, they did.
There they are. Skyfire for 5. Plushies for the plushie throne. Someone please draw that.
Yeah, someone needs to draw that. That'd be amazing.
Please! Servant of God for 2. Go rest. We will once the stream is over. We didn't want to not stream.
Yeah, I think honestly this is not. Grifting is basically going to con people of the money. It's not. It's grifting in a sense of less of the we're grifting. It's more like that people call it a grift as like a joke these days because people will always say, "Oh, you're a grifter if you make content." And it's like, okay, fine, then I'm grifting, kind of thing. It's kind of a trying to reclaim a word.
I never really understood the word to begin with, so.
If I say don't donate, will reverse psychology works? It works with JT sometimes. I think Smash has it a little easier than us. That does this every night, so it's fine.
He also has like 10 times the number of subs we do.
I might make the throw if I have time. It's up to you. You don't have to. It's just cute. It's a cute idea.
And I want it.
Okay. I think we're good then. Let's move on.
Hold on. There's one more super chat incoming.
I see it. Yeah, I honestly hate this platform.
Yeah, it's too slow. Thank you, Buddhist, for 5. Oh my god, I forgot about the Beetlejuice cartoon. Bring Bleep back to 1995.
Yep, that cartoon was good. We have to finish it.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of things to finish and start.
Yeah. But Hypnotic makes even more than Smash, but he cheats with waifu. Yeah, yes.
That is
we
true.
Don't do that.
We don't do waifus.
Oh god, for the goal, how close are we to the goal?
Proctophile, can you please do your job
I'm
and,
looking,
and tell
to
us
see
how much
close.
we've made?
And just ignore that she seems a little more grumpy. She hasn't eaten.
Neither of you! How are you still able to do this?
I'm barely managing, but I can pretend better.
Yeah, that's true. Proctophile says
yeah.
we have 65.
Yeah, we're not getting there, and we have 4 more for the goal for the super chat. So if you guys want to hear that story, we'll get to the story, but we won't hit tier 1 or tier 2. We're going to move on to our last topic because it's a fast day. And put it this way.
We're tired.
No, this was kind of a test of a new way of streaming. It didn't work out necessarily, so we're probably just going to move back to StreamYards and kind of maybe stream on Kick instead. Okay, guys, don't have to send anymore. We're good.
No, send more or something.
No,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm tired. Leave me alone. Maze for 2. For Frodo. You're not late.
Sorry,
You're not late, but at least this time we don't have to tell you to go to bed.
You know, the waifu thing that works is we'll be all the waifus automatically. True.
That is very true. I am a very attractive woman. And I'm real.
Okay, let's move on before you say something get controversial and get in trouble.
Sorry. It's not my fault. I haven't eaten.
Yeah, okay. Let's move on to our... Hey, can you guys stop? Now, like, seriously, stop. Like, I'm starting to get annoyed. Stop it.
69. Nice. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay, we're moving on now. Ready?
Yeah.
This is going to be about Riri, so we can have fun with this one.
Just got a big one.
And
then another one. Goal achieved. Rosie for 19.99 for the Raven Matches story.
I feel like this stream has been a disaster just because of how annoying the technology has been.
Yeah, it's Omega. Stop what?
Just stop.
Yeah, we hit the goal. You can stop now.
Sure, we can stop now. Okay, we're moving on. We're both tired. The technology's not working the way we want it to. We'll move back. We'll fix everything in regards to that. Hopefully, people don't
doing this afternoon.
What?
You're not fixing it this afternoon. You're fixing it tomorrow.
I was already planning to fix it tomorrow. You think I'm gonna do it this afternoon? I'm not that bored.
No, I know you. And when something doesn't go,
honey, I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten. I'm going to play video games the rest of the day.
Okay, just saying. I know you. You might still want to.
Streams help form the fondest memories. We'll find out.
Nah.
But 60 people only here viewing because people don't. It's late. It's earlier in the day. It's whatever. We'll fix it all. Let's move on.
We got up to 70.
Are we done now?
Yes.
We're not complaining. It could be so much worse. Wow, that's great. That's great.
Just click the clip.
Okay, we're moving on now. Bye. RDJ's back, reading lines rehearsed.
Trying to save a show that's just cursed.
Ironheart's a thief in a hollow iron shell.
A deal with the devil. A Marvel show straight from hell.
So, we did not get a chance to talk about Ironheart because of our last week issues with internet. So, luckily, this week they wheeled out old RDJ back out to do some marketing for Ironheart.
To talk to Dominic Thorne about the show while she wears a dress that looks like it has teeth.
Yes, I don't know what that is, but okay.
It looks. I seriously thought she was wearing teeth.
Yeah,
But
we'll
that's
have
just
to
me.
see. But it's weird that she's wearing that. Whatever. Now let's talk about this. So they wheeled out old RDJ to talk about the first 3 episodes of Ironheart in like a 12-minute long clip, and I'm going to save you all the trouble. There's no reason to watch it. There is nothing constructive in it. There's nothing good in it.
Yeah, we pretty much just this morning finished listening to the 10-hour EFAP on it. Yeah, don't bother. Just don't bother.
Yeah, but basically, we got a bunch of stuff in this. We got Ezekiel Stain appearing, and he's Obadiah Stain's son, who's a wimp, and then he turns out not to be a wimp. He's got bio stuff now, and
it's a mess.
Yeah. So that happened, but also we finally got Mephisto.
Yay! And we only get to see him in the image of a spoon.
We literally get to see Mephisto in a spoon. In a teaspoon. In a spoon. That's the reflection. That's all you get. You want to see Mephisto in the MCU? No. You get Sacha Baron Cohen looking like Sacha Baron Cohen, and then a reflection in a spoon.
Why?
And wait, guys, I want to tell you something so cool, okay? Ironheart gets a new suit. Do you want to know where she gets it from?
Tell them.
So, her dad, one of the biggest things in this show is the driving force is that her dad and her best friend got killed her stepdad and her best friend got killed in like a drive-by shooting, right?
Totally unlikely to actually happen, but whatever.
It could happen, but whatever. The point being is that she has a car that she's working on along with her dad, and she sells the car at the beginning of the show to use the money to buy stuff for her Iron Man suit. But somehow, at the end, when she needs another suit, it's revealed that her mom bought it and put it in their garage. And so instead of taking it and
fixing it and
being happy to have it from her dad,
and fixing it and polishing it up to commemorate her stepfather, whatever.
She instead of selling it,
she instead takes apart the car to make a new suit.
So let me make this clear, okay? Her best friend and her stepdad were killed in a drive-by shooting. The thing she has left to commemorate him is this car. She sells it to buy stuff for her suit. And then at the end of the show, her mother's the one who bought it, and she takes it apart to make her suit. So my question is, excuse me, why not just take it apart from the beginning and make it into a suit? Also,
you're going to do that anyway,
that's so disgusting to do. And then wait, it gets even better. At the end of the show, Riri, it ends on a cliffhanger, okay? She makes a deal with Mephisto to bring back because
wait, for those who don't know, Mephisto is literally the devil of the Marvel universe.
We just mentioned him earlier.
We did? I don't remember us mentioning the devil part.
We mentioned him earlier, but wait, it's funny. So she ends up at a certain point in the show, Riri is plugged into her computer and is cloning her mind to make an AI, which they don't explain how she even does or whatever.
And not to mention that she doesn't have nearly enough nose attached to her head to even accomplish such a thing.
Whatever. She falls asleep because she's so cool. And because she falls asleep and dreams about her best friend, Natalie, the one who was killed in the car thing, she literally gets...
The AI becomes literally an echo of her best friend.
Yes, but wait.
Like a sentient person.
And then it gets funny because the AI does all this kind of stuff that it's not supposed to, whatever. And Riri's like very not reluctant to accept it, but then at some point she accepts it, so much so that when she's, again, making her last suit, which, by the way, this is something no one mentioned. Do you know what her original suit, honey? Do you want to mention what her original suit was powered by? It wasn't an arc reactor.
It was wind turbines. It was mini wind turbines and mini solar panels.
Yes, she literally admits it that her suit's green, forgetting the fact that the arc reactor is literally self-sustainable green energy.
Whoops.
Oops. Oopsie. Okay, but yes, she literally has solar panels and wind turbines, but she doesn't have anything anymore. So she needs magic to make her suit run. And by using the magic, it somehow deletes the AI. And then she's upset that the AI is gone. So at the end of the show, she makes a deal with Mephisto to bring back the AI. But instead of bringing back the AI, she brings back Natalie.
The actual Natalie.
The actual Natalie. And she seems like confused.
Because she had started to accept that the AI was Natalie.
And so literally she makes a deal with the devil to bring back the AI version of her best friend and ends up getting her best friend instead. And I guess the mom who's, her stepdad that's dead just doesn't care because he's a man. And we sell his car.
No, we forgot. There was also one point where the AI is actually talking to Riri's mom, and her mom is like so fascinated. And it's like you've actually brought her back to life. Can you do the same with my husband?
And she goes, no. No. Screw my stepdad. I'm just selling his car and taking it apart and making it into a suit. And then when I have a deal with the devil that I could maybe bring him back, I'm just not going to.
And this is supposed to be one of the smartest kids in the world. She's
Hero.
an idiot. She is an idiot.
Put it this way. The entire show is about a person who steals and robs people to get stuff to make Iron Man suits that she makes because she wants people to see her. And at the end of the show, she ends up with still having an Iron Man suit, but also making a deal with the devil, being able to use magic and brings back people from the grave, all for her own self-interest. And we are supposed to look at that and think that she is a hero.
Literally, the only characters who have any semblance of common sense in this show are the men with the lines that they are given. Natalie's brother tells Riri, basically tells Riri off for turning his sister into an AI. Ezekiel Stain tells Riri that she is a selfish child who takes no accountability. And the devil himself said that he has had his eye on her for a while.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe because she's not a good person.
Seriously.
So, congratulations, Marvel, for the most comic accurate portrayal of an MCU character ever. She's a terrible character, non-hero villain in the comics, and here she is exactly the same, but somehow worse.
Quite worse.
And all I'm going to say is I got to make a meme image of Borad going, it's very nice. Ironheart soul, I take, yeah?
Yeah, that's the bottom left.
She really is greatest mind in Wakandistan. Very nice. I take your soul, yes. So, moral of the story is if you're a black girl that's a genius, we don't have to see you be a genius. You can make stupid mistakes your entire life, and then you'll get rewarded for it because the devil will come and get you a get out of jail free card, and you'll sell your soul to the devil. What were you trying to say with this again, Disney, Marvel?
I honestly have no idea. Not to mention that she is literally a thief. She joins a terrorist group just to get money.
Yeah, she steals money. She steals everything she gets, and then literally at the end of the show is rewarded for it. Somehow.
She is evil!
Evil! There is absolutely nothing redeemable about this character at all.
Nothing.
And Robert Downey Jr. being wheeled out again when they keep saying how she's not the same as Iron Man, which, by the way, is a load of BS because the entire show she's knocking Iron Man and saying how terrible he is, and how he died to save us, so I'm not gonna knock on him, but I'm gonna be bigger than Jobs, bigger than Stark. I'm awesome. I'm Riri. Fear me.
No. Go into your jail cell.
Yes, here's what I would say. Turn yourself in. You are a villain. You steal everything you touch. You take no responsibility for your actions. And we are supposed to think that somehow you are a righteous person when literally everything you do screams the opposite. And we're supposed to think you're smart when you keep making stupid choices. How are you smart then?
Because she's techno-savvy.
No, she's not. We don't even get to see her do anything.
We really don't. It's the minimum, if anything.
Do you remember when we saw Tony building his suit in a cave with a box of scraps? She mentions how...
No, it wasn't. No. It wasn't just the whole... the thing that everyone seems to forget about Obadiah screaming the box of scraps line. It was that Tony Stark miniaturized the arc reactor with a box of scraps, which is even more impressive.
No, it's not, because guess what? Riri was able to make her suit run on solar power and wind turbines. I kid you not. This is an actual thing they do in the show.
It's an actual line, and there is a point where you actually get to see tiny solar panels on her back.
Explain to me how solar panels and wind turbines would power an Iron Man suit. The answer is it wouldn't.
No.
And it's like, we're going green. My suit's green. It's like, you do know the arc reactor was literally green too. You know that, right? It was a renewable, self-sustainable power source.
It was conveniently forgotten.
It's funny how you keep saying you're not Tony Stark and you're better than him, and yet everything you do shows that you're worse.
Quite so. There is nothing likable about this character, nothing redeemable about this character. This is an awful character. This show should never have been made.
This show is so terrible. At the end of the show, Riri is not just a thief, she's a murderer. She's murdered people. And then she makes a deal with the devil for her soul to bring back her AI, and oopsie, brings back her best friend. I didn't know I could do that. She's so dumb. She is the smartest dumb person.
Or the dumbest smart person. Whichever.
Whatever. I don't care. This show makes me angry because it's so stupid and the character sucks. And anybody who told me she's going to be better in the show, guys, don't worry. No, she was not.
She was worse, if anything.
This literally is a villain origin story, and they set it up for a season 2, and it's not getting one.
No, it is not.
And you know what? It shouldn't have even got a season 1.
They really should have just canned it. It should have been Batgirled. This should never have seen the light of day.
Marvel, congrats on your best MCU portrayal from a comic character ever. Please stop pushing these annoying, cringe villain characters on us. We don't need them. You've picked decent options for actors or actresses in the past, like Iman Vellani, but these characters are not redeemable. They failed in the comics for a reason, and you need to recognize that reason and stop trying to force her on everybody else. We don't want her. We don't want Ironheart. And please, for the love of God, stop wheeling out Robert Downey Jr. to prop up your failing show.
What he said. Now let's give you some time to calm down.
Oh, I really hate this show.
Feel better now?
No. I'm hungry.
Yeah, true. We also got some more super chats.
Yes, I know. We're getting to them, and we're going to do tier 1.
Me too. My stray jacket is so comfy. Laugh cat. Parasu for €5. Here's to tier 1. Woohoo! Scott Hotved for 2. Appreciate your trouble. Here's a little goodness.
I feel like we missed some. I saw one that was like $5, but I don't see it.
Oh, well. Baked Buddhist for 5. Am I missing something? Her best friend is Borat?
No. You misunderstand. Borat plays the devil in this, and she sells her soul to the devil. at the end of the show
To bring back
to get
the
her best
AI
friend, to get her
bring
AI
to bring back the AI version of her best friend, and instead he brings back the real person that the AI is based on.
It's so bad. It's so bad. It just
wow.
It's so unbelievably bad. The show is just so bad. I can't not recommend it enough. I'm basically, you know me, guys. I will never tell people straight up to just not watch a show. Save yourself the trouble and don't watch it. Like, do not watch it.
Yeah. Cozy Groover.
Skyfire sent a $5 sticker.
Yeah. And he's actually in it. I thought that was a joke. Nope. That's actually Borat. That's
With
Sacha Baron
Mephisto.
Cohen. That's Sacha Baron Cohen.
Where's Skyfire's $5 sticker? It didn't show up.
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe
looking.
because it wasn't a chat.
I saw it.
I did too.
But yes, it's solar powered. Also, her suit's solar powered because she can't be like Iron Man and use
Yeah,
use her arc reactor.
the sticker isn't showing up in the back room.
It is. I saw it. Here it is.
Oh. 5 for 5. Para character lifting some weights, saying "Keep it up."
Yep. All right. We hit tier 1. We'll do the tier 1 video. We'll do the poll. And then we'll do go into the diagnosis.
Wait, we also have to tell the match's story. The match's story.
Yeah. Honey, we're almost done. I know we're almost done. This is a scuffed stream. We're gonna finish it off. All right, guys. Honey.
Sorry.
Get ready to change hats.
Yes, dear.
Okay, here we go.
Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh!
I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does.
Roll my dice! That is what it does. Pot of Greed. Draw 3. I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. And I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Then I play Magic Force, which allows me to play Pot of Greed once again to draw 3 additional cards from my deck.
You know, he's right. And I attack and I win, right?
No!
You don't have any... Well, you don't have any monsters, and
Oh, he's supposed to be here.
What? Oh, you got the Celtic Guardian.
My turn! I summon Dark Magician! I also summon Jack's Knight!
What? How? You can't summon a bunch of cards on one turn. It's against the rules.
You never saw this coming! I summon Pot of Greed to draw 3 additional cards from my deck!
That's not what it does! It doesn't do that. That is what it does. It doesn't.
That's what it do, Yugi!
That does what it do!
That does what it do. Okay, let's get the poll, and then we'll go into the story, and then we'll go diagnosis, and we'll finish off for today. Okay, honey?
Okay, and then we get to relax for the rest of the day and figure out if we can actually order dinner from the place we want to order dinner from for when the fast finally ends. Anyway, the
You don't see
Joker.
it?
Yeah, I see. The Joker says, "Take a shot every time Raven complains about being hungry. You might die though. Try it.
That does what it do, guys. That does what it do.
I dare you to try."
Okay. Hydrate, we can't.
This is a real for Judaism. When it's a fast day, you can't have any food or water for the allotted time.
Okay, let me get into the poll. So the poll for today is: hit like to clock in for early night shift. Is James Gunn's Superman any good? And leading with 45% of the votes is haven't seen it yet. Followed by 21% saying no, it encountered kryptonite. Followed by 18% bark, 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 bark. And then 17% says, yes, internet monkeys told me it is.
I voted with the bark.
It's over now. The poll is over. Stop voting for it. Okay, let's get into the can't even drink water. You die with that. That's why it's only for a day.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, okay, let's get into the story. So, honey, do you want to explain why you no longer can use matches, or do you want me to do it?
You mean for a reason that was literally not my fault, and it was the match for being so weak?
Let me explain. So, on the Sabbath, Raven is supposed to light candles to bring in the Sabbath. It's a custom. It's a thing that's part of the Sabbath. And for some reason, she refuses to use lighters.
It happened for the Havdalah candle.
Okay, for the Havdalah candle, whatever. But yes, I was bringing this up in general to explain the context.
And Havdalah is the end of Shabbos ritual.
Yes, but let me explain that you refuse to use lighters to light candles, so you always use matches, which I let you do until
I like the smell.
Until one day to end the Sabbath, there's the Havdalah ceremony, which is lighting a candle, and she decides to light a match, and it breaks, and the match sets the tablecloth on fire.
And burned a hole into the tablecloth.
And after that, Raven lost her match privileges.
Even when my mother-in-law bought me a box of fancy Shabbos matches. Bowser doesn't let me use them anymore. I want to use my matches. We just got a brand new
tablecloth. You were going to set it on fire, and I don't want that.
And I want to use my matches. I like the way they smell, and I like watching them burn.
Yes, that's nice, honey. I just wish that the thing that was burning was in our tablecloth.
It was not my fault. The match was weak.
Here's an idea, honey. If you had not used matches, they wouldn't have had an opportunity to break.
It was not my fault that the match was so flimsy.
You could have held it over something that wasn't our tablecloth.
Oh, would you rather a plate catch fire?
Yes!
That would have caught fire much more quickly because it's paper, not cloth.
Who said you had to use paper?
I always use paper. That way I can throw it out after.
Okay, but there's literally no reason you had to use it like that. And then you set the tablecloth on fire and you're like, oh, I'm just going to use matches again next time. I'll be more careful. I'm like, ha ha ha, no.
I want my matches.
You're fine without them. You'll deal with the lighter.
No.
We'll get you an electric lighter that looks like a taser. That'll make you happy.
You mean the one that your mom has that I absolutely think is awesome?
Yes. Will that make you happy?
Slightly. I still would prefer to use matches, though.
No, our tablecloths will not survive.
Matches!
Stop it.
Matches!
No.
Not the new tablecloth. No, I will be more careful with it, especially since it's lovely and velvet.
And because you won't be using matches by it. Duh.
Servant of God for two. Confirmed goth Jewish couple. Yes, we are. We always have been and always will be. Would now be a bad time to ask extended stream? Yes, it would be a bad time to ask because we are not extending the stream.
Put it this way. If we get to tier 2 in like the next 5 minutes, then we'll maybe stay for an extra 5 minutes.
Maybe. You're all going to try to do that now, aren't you?
Okay, good. I think that's fair. I'm allowed to be grumpy. I don't normally ask for that.
You are allowed to be grumpy. You haven't eaten since 3:30 a.m.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I want food. I don't care anything else.
Fast days are the worst.
Raven flamethrower meme when? I've already done that.
And we have to do this again in 3 weeks' time, but for 25 straight hours.
Yay, don't remind me. All right, well, we're going into the diagnosis of the week, right?
Sure. I'll use my matches.
No, you're not getting any more matches.
And I wanna.
No.
Matches for the match fund?
Drevlock over on Kick is asking if we can't drink, can you lay in a bathtub and hydrate through osmosis?
Maybe? I guess that's a loophole, but it depends on the fast day.
Oh, but wait. Also, Drevlock said something that I want to use. I don't know if this is the right clip, though. Where is the clip?
What did he say?
Is this the... I feel like this...
I'm writing.
Nope. I hate this platform.
Black Girl Magic!
Oh, yeah,
Drevlock said, Black Girl Magic AIs.
Black Girl Magic!
Give her something that smells like matches. Raven needs some art of her sitting on the Iron Throne, but it's a bit of matches instead of swords.
No, I'll take the swords.
I want to play 3 match. I literally made one for.
Project File, you're holding a flamethrower.
I literally made a one for the Knights of like Hanukkah, and it
For
literally had her
Hanukkah.
with a flamethrower.
Lighting the menorah with a flamer.
Hail, Peter Venkman fan site. We're a bit loopy today. We haven't eaten, so
It's a fast day, and we're not allowed to eat anything until later tonight.
I think this ends our discussion about eating and drinking.
Yes.
Okay, let's move on to the diagnosis of the week because I want to get there now.
Yeah, please. I like streaming, but
It just wasn't. Look, guys, to be honest, if we hadn't had problems last week, we would have skipped this week. So,
that was
not the best stream ever.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, we had completely forgotten that today was a fast until yesterday?
Yeah, so not the best stream ever, but we'll be back to normal streaming time and normal platform next week, hopefully. So, stop giving money. Stop
You're
it.
the one who asked for more money to get to tier 2.
We're not getting to tier 2. We're not.
The mace for $2. A fast day that goes be very slowly, especially when it's Yom Kippur or Tisha B'av. Those ones are the longest. Actually, today is supposed to be one of the longest fast day other than those two.
Brimstone over in Kick says, I thought it was pretty good. Hungry Riding Raven is fun.
Ah!
Okay.
Glad I could entertain you.
Have you had enough, honey?
No.
Have you had enough?
Enough of what?
You had it?
Had what?
Have you had it?
What?
Have you had it?
Had
Have
what?
you had it?
Had what?
Have you had enough of this?
Have enough of what?
That's it. I've had it.
Hey, thanks for slicing the pie, Grim.
Why did you have to tease me with pie? I don't even like pie.
Okay. Let's move on to our last topic. Diagnosis of the week.
Good
Ready?
idea. Yes. And now it is time for the diagnosis of the week.
Where we take events from the week and relate them to a mental illness.
Because Hollywood is full of them, and you should be aware.
And we have an interesting diagnosis for this week.
Do tell.
The diagnosis for this week is omnipotent control.
Please explain.
So, omnipotent control is a psychological defense in which individuals believe they can control others, outcomes, or reality itself to avoid vulnerability, unpredictability, or loss. In media and cultural production, omnipotent control appears when creators or institutions reshape narratives not to reflect truth, but to maintain dominance over perception, emotion, or legacy.
In relation to today's topics, with Subnautica 2, omnipotent control is exemplified by Krafton firing the original devs while denying chaos and leaks. Fans back the suing founders, caught in a tug of war between loyalty and betrayal.
With Superman, omnipotent control is exemplified by bots copying Grace Randolph's review to flood social media with fake hype. The official Superman's account's endorsement fuels doubts about marketing manipulation.
And with Ironheart, omnipotent control is exemplified as Marvel desperately leans on Robert Downey Jr. to salvage the unlikable, poorly written show. The PR stunt can't hide the shallow, failed character and fractured fan base.
Yep, and that's why I think this is a great diagnosis for this week.
Pretty much.
All right, guys, we're going to end off now because we are exhausted, and we're going to just go and relax until we eat. And then there'll be there will be a video tomorrow that you guys should see. Okay?
What? Another one of it's another deep dive type.
Can I share it?
If you want to share the trailer, yeah.
No, can I share the... I want to share it from our computer.
The trailer or...
Yes.
The thumbnail?
It's 28 seconds. I want to share it so people can watch it here, and they'll be hyped for tomorrow.
Sure, go ahead, and then we'll end off.
Hold on. Something is wrong on YouTube. You're not crazy. You're caught in a new system YouTube decided you didn't need to know about. Views dropping, comments slowing, and shorts dying on impact.
Channels of different genres, different sizes, and different upload schedules. It didn't matter. It's the kind of view that YouTube actually counts now. And in the new tube, engagement is...
There you go, guys.
You're welcome.
Tomorrow, we'll be putting out a video on that. So wait for that. That'll be good. And we'll probably put videos out based on the stream from today and everything. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for bearing along with us with our technical hiccups and being on a different platform or whatever.
And also are being super hungry.
Yeah, hopefully we will be back on StreamYards next week and we'll be back at our normal time and there won't be any issues and we'll figure that all out. We'll figure out the best way to do this so that there's least amount of lag and stuff possible. And, you know, I think today was pretty good. So
yeah,
given everything.
It was better than our last stream. So there's that.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.
Happy nightmares.
TikTok, the stream ends with midnight chimes. Pixelated therapy, cross digital lines. Hit subscribe for the void to make sense. Comment your woes, a form of recompense. Like the shadows merge in the twilight's haze. Our channel's a refuge, a weird therapy maze. Campaign shrink, we got you fam. Laughs and guidance in this goth jam. Like the video break, the algorithm style, share with your crew. Escape life's hell, from spooky memes to advice obscure. Here's your dark solace of humor as a cure. Own the night with our ghastly delight. Vendor of laughs in the negative light. Darker than your overcooked roast. Sub to the channel that you love the most. Bell tolls, it's the end time fair. But your issues, leave them right there. Strings of crypt, bury your dread. Return tomorrow for the undead.
I think it was Dostoevsky who said, "Later,